Welcome. Thanks for joining us live.
Hi,
I'm Becca.
I'm Joe.
We're part of the digital marketing team here at Swimways.
Thanks for joining us.
And today we're going to show you our Noodle links and some cool things that you can build using them.
Yeah, so the Noodle link is basically designed to connect pool noodles together, so you can make really cool shapes and creatures and things like that for your pool. It pivots, which we'll demonstrate a little bit more in a bit. We're going to build some shapes right behind us. They're sold in 6 and 12 packs. So this is a 12 pack. The 6 pack is found at Target. You can see it right next to the pool noodles, right on that aisle, and you can pick them up there. You can also find them online as well.
All right, so what are we going to build today?
Well, today we're going to start with some basic shapes. I'm going to build like a circle, a square, things like that.
Great.
And then we're going to move into, we're going to build a dragonfly today.
All right.
Shouldn't be too terribly hard. So I'm going to get started on building. And
All right.
my replacement anchor will be joining us here in a second.
Okay.
So say hello to BB-8. He'll be filling in for me. He's much more personable.
Welcome.
He's very happy to be here. All right, we'll get started on building.
We'll go ahead and get out of your way.
All right, so it's generally a good idea to pick up a couple of packs of the Noodle links, at least 2, because then it gives you lots and lots of the different links, so you can make lots of different shapes and creatures, like we said. So building the circle shape, actually we're going to start with the oval, because this is a very common shape that's used in a lot of different designs, and it's very easy to make. Basically just pinch the noodle and put it together. Then you have the beginning of a, well, it's a shape, it's an oval. But you'll see in a second how that will soon transition into a dragonfly. You can make a circle by taking 2 noodles and start with half a shape. Just put 2 connectors on either end, like so. By the way, if you have any questions, Becca's right there, and she'll be glad to answer anything that you...
Feel free to leave any comments with questions.
Yep, if we don't get to all the questions, we will eventually, we'll see all the comments and we'll get back to you in a little bit. And then you just bring the noodle together. And as you can see, now you have a very easy circle. So you can see that you can do a lot of different things with that. You can start putting circles together, you can make towers, all kinds of different shapes.
Do you want to demonstrate the easiest way to get the noodle into the Noodle link?
Sure, that's a good idea. Yeah, because sometimes like when you try to do it in the beginning, it can seem a little tough, but really it's really easy if you just pinch it and slide it right over and it goes right on. And it's pretty sturdy, it'll hold pretty well. Pretty solid product. So we're gonna go right into the dragonfly.
Okay, great.
So what we're gonna do, talked about this shape before, we're gonna make 5 of these for the dragonfly, which is really easy to do. There's 2, use different colors. You get a variety of colors in the pack too. I think you get 1 of each color, and then there's 2 of the blue, and I think just 2 of the green as well. So you can kind of color code. There's 3. So it's pretty easy to build stuff, and what's cool is you really don't, it doesn't have to be warm weather to use these. I mean, most people have pool noodles in their garage and just floating around, no pun intended. So it's kind of it's a fun activity, like a rainy day activity. It's fun for kids because you can just bring the pool noodles in, get a couple of packs of links, and see what they create. We're actually thinking about doing a contest here soon so that we can challenge other people and see what kind of creations that you can create. And then win some pretty cool prizes. So, we've got 5 of the little shapes, little ovals. Move back a little bit. There we go. All right. So you just start to put them together like this. This is where the construction starts to get kind of interesting because these do pivot, so you can make a lot of different angles, as you'll see here in a second. We'll do some other cool stuff with them too. So we're going to start with, these also pull apart as well, like this. So what you can do is pop them on here. This will make sense in a second, I promise. Pop them on the end, and you have little eyeballs. So you can do lots of different stuff with the ends of the noodles, things like that. So we're going to twist them like that, put it right here on the end. Go. Pinch it. Twist a little bit. That. pinch this, and you'll see it start to have, so we have one wing. We're getting there. Any questions?
No.
Okay. All right. Oops. And I'm kind of a Noodle LYNX amateur. I've only been building this for a couple of days or so.
Yeah.
Only done a couple of creations. So
And
the
it's
more
not
you do
difficult.
it's not that hard.
Yeah.
It was pretty easy for me to learn. So, and if I can learn it easily, then pretty much anybody can. All right. You can see we're starting to get somewhere. Got little wings. So we'll put the other two wings on now. I'm actually more surprised that I just remember how to put this together. All right, that's on there. All right, we're almost there. So now we've got two wings. Readjust this wing real quick. All right, so we're getting there.
We're getting there.
Yeah, I have a little cockeyed wing here, but there we go. All right.
And now for...
Now we'll do a little stem. We'll do blue, I think. Slide that right in here. So, just like that. Just getting there. So we have, and now we have a dragonfly.
Very cute.
Yeah, very easy to build. I think it took maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And one of the things, one of the other cool things you can do is once you have a lot of these shapes, so now that we have the dragonfly, we can just
And that
pop
would
it back apart.
That would look cute just floating in the pool.
Yeah, you can make shapes and just, it's like almost decorative.
Yeah.
If you want to do like a themed pool party, something like that, you could do dragonflies or different creations. I'm about to show you how to build a flower, which is really easy because we already have the shapes.
So a lot of these designs can transition into other fun stuff.
Yeah.
We do have a comment here that says, my family is super ready for fun times at the pool. So are we.
So are we.
We
Oh my
are
God.
getting some
Yeah.
warmer weather and we cannot wait.
The weather has been horrible down here. One day it's 50, the next day it's 80.
Right.
So I think I'll need a few more petals, but once again, they're really easy to make. This is also kind of fun to kind of get people excited for summer too, because it's something that you don't necessarily need warm weather, or your pool doesn't have to be open, but it's kind of like a summer activity.
Right.
All right, so you kind of start to see the flower
We're
taking
getting
shape.
some flower petals.
Yeah. So now we basically have the flower, so then basically you're just going to use the other connectors just to connect the petals together. Very easy to make a flower. It's probably one of the easiest shapes, which is also the first one I learned because it was the easiest. Else who doesn't like a flower? You just connect them like that. So you can see they're pretty sturdy. It holds together really well.
Awesome.
I'm pretty impressed by the product, personally. I've picked up a pack or two myself. All right. Now we've got 3 petals. So very easy, very fast.
And they are super sturdy, but they're pretty easy to work with.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
it's pretty easy for kids to work with
Yeah.
too. So they did a really nice job of balancing it being very sturdy and being very durable with also being very kid-friendly. It's really easy to use. All right, almost there with the flower.
and if you did miss in the beginning, you can find these Noodle LYNX at Target.
Yep. And if you do manage to pull one apart, like if you want to make eyes or anything, it's very easy. They just snap right back together like that, and that's it. So It's not complicated at all. All right, 2 more connectors. And these are great if you have a whole bunch of them too.
Yeah.
Because then you can make some really wild shapes. I've seen people who have made like things like dragons and big forts, stuff like that. We're going to do another live series next week, and we're going to build like a noodle goal, which is pretty cool.
And if you guys have any suggestions for something that we should build, we'd be happy to attempt it.
Yeah. Can't say how successful necessarily be, but we will attempt it. And now we have a flower.
Just need a stem.
Right, it just needs a stem. All right. So you have a nice flower. You can kind of see that.
Yeah.
And that's cool if it's just like floating around in the pool.
Oh, yeah.
You can pop the petals apart and use them to float on if you want, and then put them back together. It's also kind of a cool way to like kind of keep your noodles together.
Right.
You know, keep it organized and make it look pretty. And you can just add a stem if you want, like right there. This is a great way to get kids' imagination flowing too. It's always a good thing.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what kids build.
All right. And we have a flower. All right. Got a flower, stem, and all. So you can see it's very, very easy to work with these. Like Becca said, they're available at Target.
Yeah.
You can find them online. So check them out in the pool noodle aisle. Leave any comments that you have or questions. Be glad to answer them. Becca's on social media all day. She pretty much manages all of our social media, so you can talk to her anytime you want, or myself. So please feel free to ask any questions you got.
And that was really simple to go from a dragonfly to a flower.
Yeah, very easy.
So.
All
All right.
right. Well, thank you all for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. And we look forward to going live again.
And a very special shout out to BB8 for subbing in.
You
as
did
my
a wonderful
co-anchor.
job today.
He's very happy to be here. He's very proud.
All right. Thanks, guys.